Hi, I'm Alan from Prime Health. If you're over 60, let me ask you this. Is your plate quietly working against you? Most people don't realize this. As we age, the way our body responds to food changes. The same meals that gave you energy in your 40s might now leave you tired, bloated, or just off. That's because your nutritional needs after 60 are completely different, and most plates in this age group are still built for a younger metabolism. Here's my take. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter, nutrient-rich, muscle-supporting, brain-protecting food that actually works with your aging body. So let's break down exactly what a balanced plate should look like for older adults, simply, clearly, and backed by science. What does a balanced plate really mean after 60? Balanced plate sounds simple, right? But for folks over 60, balance takes on a new meaning. It's no longer just protein plus carbs plus fat. Now it's about nutrient density, more nutrients, fewer empty calories, digestibility, foods that your body actually absorbs well, muscle protection, brain and bone support, blood sugar balance. Here's what I often remind people. As you age, your plate needs to do more with less. So every bite counts. Let's look at the key building blocks. Protein, the one nutrient most seniors undereat. This one surprises a lot of people. As you get older, you need more protein, not less. According to recent research in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, adults over 60 should be aiming for 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. That's almost double the outdated minimums we used to recommend. Why? Because after 60, you start to lose muscle naturally, a condition called sarcopenia. If you don't give your body enough protein, it speeds up the loss. That leads to weakness, fatigue, slower recovery, even falls. Let's break this down simply. You want to include protein at every meal. And yes, that includes breakfast. Some great senior-friendly protein sources. Eggs, easy to digest, versatile. Greek yogurt, high in protein, low in sugar. Chicken, turkey, and fish, lean and heart-friendly. Lentils and beans, plant-based with added fiber. Protein powders, whey or plant-based, clean labels only. If your appetite is low, protein shakes can help, but avoid the sugary, overly processed stuff. Look for simple, whole food-based options. Smarter carbs. Think fiber and blood sugar. Let's talk carbs for a second. No, you don't need to cut all carbs. That's a myth. What you need is better carbs. As we age, our insulin sensitivity drops, meaning your body handles sugar less efficiently. That's why blood sugar spikes and crashes become more common after 60. So the focus is this: low glycemic, high fiber carbs. Translation: carbs that digest slowly, don't spike your blood sugar, and keep you full and steady. Here are my favorites. Steel-cut oats, not the instant stuff. Sweet potatoes, quinoa, brown rice or wild rice, beans and lentils, whole fruits, especially berries and apples. A quick tip: when you combine carbs with fat or protein, it slows digestion, helping to stabilize energy and reduce sugar crashes. So don't eat carbs alone. Healthy fats. Your brain will thank you. Now let's get into fats. Forget the old advice that said fat is bad. That's outdated. What matters now is choosing the right fats, ones that fight inflammation, support your brain, and help you absorb nutrients. As I like to say, if it's processed in a lab, ditch it. If it's pressed from a plant or swims in the ocean, it's probably gold. Good fats to include daily. Avocados, rich in monounsaturated fats and fiber. Extra virgin olive oil, anti-inflammatory and heart-healthy. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts, flax seeds, chia. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, loaded with omega-3s. Avoid these. Hydrogenated oils, read labels. Deep-fried or overly processed snacks. Low-fat processed foods, usually high in sugar or fillers. Bonus: healthy fats keep you fuller, longer, so they help with weight management too. Vegetables. the hydration and vitamin powerhouse. If there's one category to fill half your plate with, this is it. Vegetables, especially non-starchy ones, do it all. They're packed with water, high in fiber, loaded with vitamins and minerals, great for digestion, blood pressure, and brain clarity. Think color and crunch. The more variety, the better. Try leafy greens, spinach, kale, romaine, bell peppers, zucchini, cauliflower and broccoli, tomatoes, carrots, cucumber. And don't just save them for dinner. Add sautéed spinach to your eggs, toss bell peppers into a lunchtime wrap, or make a colorful veggie soup for a light dinner. Pro tip: steaming or roasting can make veggies easier to chew and digest if raw is too rough. Micronutrients, tiny nutrients, big impact. Let's not skip over the small stuff, because micronutrients matter. After 60, you absorb certain vitamins and minerals less efficiently. That means your body might be running on a nutrient deficit, even if you're eating enough food. Here's what you want to pay close attention to. Vitamin D, for bone density, immune health, and mood. Vitamin B12, essential for nerve health and energy. Calcium plus magnesium, for muscles, sleep, and bone health. Potassium, blood pressure, heart rhythm, fluid balance. Zinc, immune function and wound healing. Some of these are hard to get from food alone, especially B12 and D. So, depending on your diet and lifestyle, it may make sense to choose fortified foods, like plant-based milks or cereals. Get regular sunlight for vitamin D. Consider supplements. Ask your healthcare provider first. Just remember, supplements support your diet. They don't replace it. The new portion priorities. Let me say this clearly. At this stage of life, you may need fewer calories, but you absolutely need more nutrients per bite. So that means less starch, more greens, smaller plates, better choices, more protein, better fats, minimal sugar, no empty calories. What's an empty calorie? Think soda, white bread, pastries, things that fill your stomach but offer almost nothing your body can use. Instead, build your meals around a palm-sized portion of protein, a cup of colorful vegetables, a small serving of fiber-rich carbs, a drizzle of healthy fat, and water or herbal tea on the side. Meal timing. When you eat matters more than you think. This one's often overlooked. As we get older, digestion slows, blood sugar control weakens, and insulin sensitivity drops, especially later in the day. Here's what I often recommend. Front-load your nutrition. That means eat more of your calories earlier in the day, breakfast and lunch, when your metabolism is more active. Why it works. More stable blood sugar, fewer late-day cravings, better sleep, less overnight digestion, improved energy and focus. So instead of a light breakfast and heavy dinner, flip it. A good model. Breakfast, protein plus healthy fat plus complex carbs. Lunch, balanced, slightly heavier meal. Dinner, light, mostly veggies and protein, low in starch, and try to finish dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed. That gives your body time to digest and reset overnight. Hydration, the secret nutrient. Most seniors miss water doesn't get enough credit. Mild dehydration is incredibly common in older adults, and it can lead to fatigue, headaches, constipation, brain fog, low appetite, dizziness. So how much is enough? You want 6 to 8 cups of water a day. More if it's hot or you're active. But here's the trick. Don't rely on thirst. The body's thirst signal weakens with age. Instead, keep a water bottle near you. Add flavor. Lemon, mint, cucumber. Drink herbal teas between meals. Eat water-rich foods. Cucumber, melon, soups, smoothies, and avoid too much caffeine or alcohol. Both dehydrate you fast. One thing I tell viewers a lot. If you feel tired or foggy, drink water before you reach for a snack or pill. Build a plate formula. Easy meals. Anytime. Here's where it all comes together. Let me walk you through a simple formula you can follow. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. No diet books, no guesswork. The Balanced Plate Formula, 60+ edition. Protein, 1 to 2 palm-sized portions, eggs, fish, beans, tofu, lean meat, Greek yogurt, protein smoothie, non-starchy vegetables, half your plate, leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, peppers, squash, smart carbs, a fist-sized portion, quinoa, sweet potato, oats, beans, berries, whole fruit, healthy fats, 1 to 2 thumb-sized portions, olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, flavor plus herbs, garlic, turmeric, cinnamon, ginger. These support digestion, joints, and immunity. This works for any meal. Want examples? Meal ideas for seniors. Real-life balanced plates. Let's break it down with real meals. Quick to prep, easy to digest, and packed with what your body needs most. Breakfast. Number 1. Savory. Start 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes, half an avocado, 1 slice sprouted grain toast, herbal tea or warm lemon water. Breakfast number 2. Light and powerful. Greek yogurt plain unsweetened, a handful of blueberries, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, a few walnuts. Lunch. Number 1. Power bowl, grilled salmon or chickpeas, quinoa or wild rice, roasted zucchini and carrots, olive oil drizzle, and fresh herbs. Lunch. Number 2. Mediterranean wrap, whole grain wrap, hummus, grilled chicken, cucumber, tomato, greens, side of fruit or lentil soup. Dinner. Number 1. Light and easy. Lentil stew with spinach and carrots, side of sautéed kale in olive oil, small baked sweet potato. Dinner. Number 2. Simple stir-fry tofu or shrimp, mixed stir-fry veggies, broccoli, bell pepper, snow peas, tamari plus ginger for flavor. Side of brown rice. The idea is this: build around your needs, prioritize protein, fiber, color, and hydration, and let flavor come from spices, herbs, and healthy fats. What to cut back? Gently but firmly. I'm not about telling people to never eat this again, but here's what I always recommend cutting way down if you're 60 or older. Refined sugars, white sugar, sugary drinks, pastries, highly processed snacks, chips, packaged cookies, crackers, white flour, swap for whole grains or almond flour, processed meats, deli meats, sausages, bacon, high in sodium and preservatives, excess salt, especially if you have blood pressure concerns. These foods do more harm than good, spiking blood sugar, promoting inflammation, and offering little to no real nutrition. And you don't need to go cold turkey. Just crowd them out with better options. The more nutrient-rich foods you eat, the less you'll crave the empty ones. Bonus tip: eating for brain and mood support. Want to support your memory, clarity, and emotional health through your plate? Here are a few evidence-backed strategies. Eat more omega-3s from fatty fish, flaxseed, or walnuts. Add turmeric. It's anti-inflammatory and brain supportive. Get B vitamins, especially B6, B12, and folate limit added sugars. High sugar is linked to cognitive decline. Include fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, for gut-brain support. And yes, stay consistent. Nutrition isn't about a perfect meal once a week. It's about the patterns you build day to day. Final word: build a plate that works for you. Here's what I've seen over and over again. When older adults switch to a plate that's truly balanced, protein-rich, veggie-heavy, clean and colorful, everything changes. Sleep improves. Digestion calms down. Energy becomes steady. Joints ache less. Blood pressure stabilizes. Brain feels sharper. It's not magic. It's not a fad. It's just food, done right. No extreme diets. No counting every bite. Just real food, smartly chosen and consistently eaten. So the next time you look down at your plate, ask yourself, is this meal helping me stay strong, focused, and active? If the answer's yes, you're already on the right track. If this helped, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights. At Prime Health, we break down nutrition and supplements. No fluff, just facts. Alan from Prime Health.